And it's going to be New Orleans off the tip. Let's take it to the sidelines where we've got some more on MP's big night.
Well, he had a flat-out insane game, setting a new NBA record for threes in a game, passing the 14 that Klay Thompson hit back in 2018. The new record holder told me, quote, "I was just in the zone. Everything was going in. It was the best feeling in the world. And it was so much fun to watch, guys."
No doubt, sure was. Thanks for that. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. And it's MP in at the 3. Now here's Bey. Back to Poole. Pass to Bey. The 3 is up. And it's Gobert with a rebound. It's picked off. It's Poole on the wing. And he converts the layup.
When Poole gets this close, he knows to go for it. He's not going to waste the chance at all.
Well, we know about three-pointers, but rim threats provide that counterbalance too, Shams.
No doubt. Protecting the rim, playing defense, and playing with verticality, that's very, very important. And we saw a lot of draft picks going to mobile, athletic big men, guys who can protect and punish the rim while also being able to move their feet. You need to have a defensive presence down low.
There's so much ground to cover defensively in the NBA now. Here's Murray, following the three-pointer by Minnesota. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
And the offense, 3 or 4, a solid start for this game.
Here's Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And this is exactly what you want Edwards to do, using his athleticism to score on tough defense inside.
Poole outside. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Outside Murray. Shot clock at 5. Tries it from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And only a handful of teams in the history of the NBA have done what these guys are doing right now. 20 wins in a row.
This team, I tell you, is doing a heck of a job actually putting their name against some of the best names in the NBA's history. When you talk about winning streaks, these kind of streaks do not happen often, and there's a lot going right for this group right now.
And Minnesota with possession here. After the basket by New Orleans. Pass to Randall. Back to MP. The 3 is up. He drops it from range.
5 straight buckets to start the game. Off to a hot start.
Pelicans trail by 5. And here's Murray. What a tremendous game he played against the Lakers. Out to the wing. Shams, we talk a lot about LeBron James, his future as a player, but we also start thinking about expansion of the NBA. What do you think LeBron James' future as a potential owner is?
Yeah, LeBron James has told me over the past year he wants to be an NBA owner after his career is over, preferably in Las Vegas. If the NBA expands in Vegas, gets a team there, he very much wants to be the owner of that team, and he's someone that's valued at $1 billion. Let's see what happens when his career is over.
I think he can afford it.
I think so.
Now here's Bey. No points yet. Over to the left wing. Fires it. No good. That would have tied it.
Good shot, gone bad. You gotta finish there.
Pass to MP. Outside Edwards. Now here's MP. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And he can't bank that one in. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now here's Gobert. Knocks it loose. From about 16, basket counts. 9 points in the game. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. A nice shot by MP.
Oh my, powering through the contact. MP just went to work on them in the paint.
Murray scanning the floor. Pass to Poole. Over Edwards. Poole's shot is off.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
And here's Edwards. Back to MP. Picked by Gobert. MP with it. Nisi picks him up. And Shams, we've seen a transition in regional media. The RSN, the Regional Sports Network, with cord cutting impacting revenues.
Yeah, local RSNs is a big part of the NBA, and the availability of local team broadcasts via streaming is certainly skyrocketing. Every team, Utah, Phoenix, has their own flair to this, and it definitely has the potential to unlock an even larger viewership. The national broadcast is big, guys, especially here at 2K TV, but the local audience is very much an important part of the NBA ecosystem.
Mike Conley's checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's Poole. His last outing, he had 20. Picked by Nisi. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home.
Either that, guys, or he wanted the photographers to get a good shot of him.
Randall can't hit. And so Murray will bring it up for New Orleans. Trailing by 2. This game against Minnesota is the first time they've met this year. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 11.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Offensive rebound. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Well, defensively, you know you need to box out Gobert. That's a missed assignment right there.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. It's Poole on the wing. So valuable for them offensively, adding 22 points a contest. And we've heard greats like KD and LeBron question ring culture in the NBA, Shams.
They both chased after championships as well, though. They've both gone after those rings. And so, for sure, counting rings, that definitely oversimplifies the legacy of the game. We have to see exactly how the player's body of work stacks up. Everyone's going to have their own opinion. Everyone's going to have their take. And trying to influence public opinion is a tricky game. At the end of the day, people are going to look at stats. They're going to look at how many championships you win. They're going to look at the entire body of work. And rings culture is a part of that to an extent.
Yeah, and think about the civic pride that comes to a city that an organization is in when they do win a championship.
Kevin Durant won 2 rings with the Warriors when he went there.
MP, the pass to Edwards. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Shakes him. It's hauled in by New Orleans. They've led by as many as 11. Coming into this, having notched to win against the Lakers in their last game.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. And it's MP in at the 3, the small forward. For 3, Randall. It's not going to go for him.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Back to Bay. To the inside. Here's Murray. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. And that's going to send MP to the free throw line. That one on Murphy. Jones, he's checked in for the Pelicans. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Naz Reid's checked in for Randall. You know, Shams, last year we heard stars like Kevin Durant say they wish more attention was paid to the game. There is great attention paid to the game in a lot of different areas, and I know a lot of the older players are a little uncomfortable with that. Where do you stand on all of this?
Well, listen, BA, every player deserves to have their perspective heard, and they're the ones playing. They're the product at the end of the day. trades, signings, free agency, coach hirings, firings, that's all a part of the game as well. I think everyone in the game understands that. For me, as long as I'm being fair, accurate, responsible with everything that I do and my information, that's all that matters. I think that's all players, coaches, execs care about.
Well, that's just an uber unselfish play by Murray. Always ready to drop a dime if there's a better shot available for a teammate.
Back to MP, to the wing, right side. Gobert passes to MP. Pass to DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. And here's Edwards. Over Poole. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Edwards has got 6.
Crisp pass there from MP to get that assist, showing vision beyond his years.
DiVincenzo against Murray. Missed inside. Timberwolves trail by 3. MP looking around. Reed to screen on Jones. From deep, MP. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Poole outside. Poole gets it in close.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Outside Reed. And here's MP from outside. Kept alive. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to MP. Outside Reed. Launches a 3. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 6th assist of the night.
3 trifectas here in the second quarter. He is absolutely feeling it. He's got 4 total for the game.
And Shams, thanks for dropping in, man. It is always a pleasure to have you.
Likewise, we've got to do this again soon. I've got news coming up on the other line here. Hold on, yeah, I'm going to run, but we'll definitely do this again soon.
Oh, we know he's always got news.
Hey, I mean, if something is going down that's big news, Shams is the first to get a hold of it. He knows everybody around the NBA.
And he hits it to tie the game. 17 points in the game.
Saving that trip. Naz Reid turning a miss into a bucket.
And here's New Orleans now. Now Murray. He's got 9. 34 seconds left in the second period. Crafty move. And the layup is up and in. Murray's got 9 points in the quarter.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Reed. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
All Reed's looking for is an opportunity. They've given him that, and he's been outstanding.
Murray with it. 11 points in the game. Can't get it to fall.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
It's a tie game in New Orleans. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hi, everyone. Let's start the Western Conference winner, MP.
Of course you got MP. Does everything asked of him at a high level.
Getting to that first half of action from Minnesota, they find themselves in the middle of a tight one.
They have played like that.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but You know, then you also want that vertical spacing too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Murray out there with Jordan Poole. Then it's Yves Missi. Then there's Sadiq Bey. That's the Pelicans 5. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Phillips. Blocked! Inside. And stolen by Edwards. Randall with it. Checked by Murray. MP outside. MP buries the triple.
Hey, everybody's got a 3-shot now. MP's is looking really nice.
Pass to Missi. To the middle. Out to the right wing. Lets it go from deep. And Trey Murphy hits from deep. 17 points in the game. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
Edwards for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Here's Murray. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds now. Here's MP. Work in the interior. MP.
And that's what happens when you let MP get positioning inside.
And here's Poole. He's got 6. Pass to Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Murray's got 13 now.
Nice little bounce in their step since the break. 3 for 4 to start the half.
Randall finds MP. No good on the triple. And so it's Bey who brings up the ball for New Orleans. The lead is 2. Grant, when you talk about the Pelicans, year after year, it comes back to health.
And you sometimes wonder if there's something in the water in New Orleans or some bad juju, because they're certainly due for some better luck. It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
It's Poole on the wing. Shot clock at 6. The 3. Look at Poole showing the range.
And Poole is a guy that feels very comfortable operating beyond the arc.
Here's MP. He can't get it to go. New Orleans leading by 5. Pass to Poole. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And the shot goes. 6 points for him.
This is what the team relies on Gobert for, clearing the glass and finishing the play.
Here's Poole. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
Over the course of the game, he's been very accurate, doing some great stuff.
MP finds Randall. Back to MP from outside the arc. Oh, another miss by MP.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Poole right side. And it's off from 3-point range. Timberwolves trail by 5. And here's MP from outside. Pelicans cleared away. Missi's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. MP outside. Pass to Randall. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And now that we're into December, let's check in on the Rookie of the Year race. And this year's rookie class has been an exceptionally fun one to watch. So I'm sure fans want to know who's out in front. You look at MP, what an incredible start to his rookie season. Sitting in the #1 spot right now, but I'm sure this will be an exciting rookie race.
And you know his confidence must be soaring, sitting at the top of this impressive list of young talent.
And that's no small achievement. I mean, even early on like this. I think it shows you how well he fits into playing at this level.
Pass to Missi. Now here's Poole, guarded by Edwards. Here's Missi. Outside Murray. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And again, no good by New Orleans. Timberwolves trail by 5. Down low. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Edwards for 3. Second chance effort. Gobert working inside.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Misi's shot is good.
Boy, you've got Murray running the pick and roll. The timing is going to be right on time every time.
DiVincenzo against Murray. For 3, Randall. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Phillips has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now here's Bay. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Poole outside. To the paint. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Yeah, he tried.
MP outside. Picked by Gobert. From deep, MP. The Pelicans pull it in. Bay's got 6 rebounds now in the game. So for Minnesota right now, DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. And it's Phillips in at the 3 slot. MP inside. No good with a layup.
Rough start for him for sure. He needs to make a shot just to gain some confidence.
And Grant, this defense of the Timberwolves, one of the league's stingiest.
Well, if you look up and down their lineup, not many weak links for opponents to target. And then, of course, you've got 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert, on that back line. BA, they're tough.
Murray passes to Bay. Now Poole, guarded by Edwards. Poole shot is off. The Timberwolves lead by 3. 3-pointer. That misses. He's 7 for 14 on the night. To the middle. Here's Murray. Poole finds Murray to tie it up. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. DiVincenzo's got 4 rebounds now. MP no good.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
Also, lots of hustle on the offensive end, following shots and creating tons of second chance opportunities.
Oh, we can't tie it up. That one's no good. And for Minnesota, they're shooting 44% here in the 4th quarter. Good for 2.
He's lifting up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
Pelicans trail by 4. Here's Bay. Outside Murray. Fires it from 14. Ooh, it doesn't go. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Randall! Ooh, missed on the tray. New Orleans is shooting it well, almost 50% from the floor. Ooh, the shot misses.
Not a good shot at all, but that's what happens when you get desperate.
Picked by Gobert. MP. Up again. And he grabs the board and finishes it off.
You know, guys, Randall is simply a beast on the offensive boards.
And so Murray will bring it up for New Orleans. 6-point game. Here's Bay. Outside Murray. He launches. Gobert pulls it down. 1:33 left in the 4th. MP. It's blocked. Poole up top. Guarded by Edwards. Puts up the tray. Randall rips down the board.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Murray. It's blocked by Gobert.
That's exactly what Rudy brings to your team on the defensive end.
Outside MP. Gobert with a screen on Murray. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Murray. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game.
Well, I love MP's mindset. His approach to the game mentally is really impressive. I mean, guys always are chirping at him, but he maintains his composure and doesn't get rattled at all.
Murray! Gobert pulls it down.
Well, he keeps taking shots and keeps missing. At what point do you get others involved?
Ooh, he leaves no question.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
MP high post. Here's Edwards. MP fires. Booyah! He sinks the triple. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by.
I'm here with MP, fresh off the win and a double-digit rebounding performance. You've talked about the need for this team not only to win games, but to make the other team feel you. Did you do that tonight?
Yeah. This is what I was getting at. We want to be winning playoff games, and that's a whole different beast. So we got to start making teams uncomfortable, refs uncomfortable, rebounding and fouling. Got to bring that edge every night, every game.
That's what you do, MP. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Back to you, Brian.
All right, thanks a lot, Dominic. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting... So, Tim, what stands out about both of these rosters is all of the talent coming off the bench.
Well, both benches utilize their reserves, and they go deep into that roster. A lot of production coming off the bench. And now it's going to be interesting to see, as they go at it, which bench unit is able to give their team the advantage.
And to have the right mentality coming off that bench, I mean, you got to be ready to go.
And I think the key is versatility. You've got to be able to check multiple boxes when you come off that bench for a good team.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's MP in at the 3. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ballgame. And Misi throws it down.
And Murray loves using that pick. That's how he excels, using the screen to find the right guy.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. And you want to talk about winning recipes? These guys have 21 wins in a row. That's right, 21.
Few teams in the history of this league have ever put together a streak like this. And you know what I think? It's going to continue beyond tonight.
Murray finds Poole. Murray scanning the floor. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Here's Edwards. Gets it to fall from the right block.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Here's the screen. Murray against Reed. In the corner, Bay with it. 6 on the shot clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And maneuvering into position, Bay moving the needle.
And one of those high variance teams, at times the Pelicans seem like a factor, but other times they falter. How do you evaluate them?
Yeah, they certainly have some top-tier talent at the top of the roster, but they've had a very difficult time staying healthy, and ultimately that always interrupts your momentum.
It sure does.
Yeah, DeJounte Murray is a different type of guard. He would much prefer taking it to the hoop rather than taking long-distance jumpers.
Now, here's MP. His last outing, he had 18 points. That one doesn't go.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Back to Bay. Pass to Poole. Puts up a deep 3. They get it again. 3-pointer. And here's Bay. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Edwards dishes to MP. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. MP's got 5 now.
MP is a cool customer from 3. Great form from the up-and-coming player.
Murray, the pass to Poole. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by MP. For New Orleans, their last game, a loss to the Timberwolves. Deflects the pass. Pass to Poole. Now Misi. And he comes up with the deuce. Misi's got his second bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pelicans pull it in. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Timberwolves trail. On the wing, DiVincenzo. He's covered by Murray. And here's MP for 3. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
Well, life is good when you have someone as young as MP showing that much poise running pick and roll.
Goes up on the block and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
He's been on fire since the beginning of this game, particularly when you look at the high percentage shots he's getting.
Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Pelicans.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
And Reed has it in the corner. No good on the three.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Trey Murphy didn't dunk in a game until he was a high school senior. Crazy to think now with the length and the leaping ability he has. He said back then there were times where I'd have doubt or be a little stressed about my future. If I said I knew I'd end up here, I'd have been lying to you. Back to you, Kev.
Okay, thank you, Allie. This is his first. The wings are set for him, Fears and Murphy. Sadiq Bey is out there with Eve Nisi. And it's Murray in at the one spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
And this is tough to stop if you're the defense. They have just gotten locked in from three-point range this quarter.
Back to Murray. Pass to Fears. Outside for Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the three. Minnesota with the rebound. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise with their execution. They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
Here's Phillips. And that one is off. Pelicans trail by 4 from past the arc. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Edwards kicks to MP. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Well, you see the size and the strength and that ability inside. Edwards can play like a power forward at times.
Murray, no good. Timberwolves leading by 6. Well, you won't find many point guards with better physical tools, Tim, than DeJounte Murray.
Well, Kevin, he's 6'4" with a 6'10" wingspan. That makes him disruptive defensively, and he is more than capable on the other end.
New Orleans making a switch here. Poole's checked in. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for McDaniels. The Pelicans shooting a meager 37% for the game. Pass to Bey. Can they get it? And that's good for 2. Bey's got his second basket. Minnesota's gotten hot from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown.
Yeah, they're winning despite his offensive performance. He just hasn't been sharp from the field.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Edwards passes to MP. DiVincenzo kicks to MP. Takes a 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pelicans trail by 8. Murray the pass to Bey. Poole outside. Clock at 4. Here's Bey. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Randall dishes to MP. Left side, Reed. Edwards kicks to MP. Lets it go from deep. MP showing the range.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
The kick out to Poole. Pass to Misi. Here's Murray. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
There's 1:34 left in the first half of the game. Poole on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, that is beautiful work that time by Poole, getting into the lane and finishing right by the hoop.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Gobert's checked in. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. MP driving. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Misi finds Murray. A shake. Fires from deep. Misi, it's not going to go for him.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
Here's Edwards. That's tipped. DiVincenzo against Poole. Murray down low. Misses the wing 3.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Phillips, the pass to Reed. MP going right to the rim.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. And the Pelicans with possession here. It's a 13-point game. Here's Murray. And the Pelicans miss again. That'll do it for the first half. The Timberwolves on top, ending the second quarter with a huge surge, an 18-6 run. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Howdy.
You know, for New Orleans, what you see is what you get. And we aren't seeing much from them.
Yeah, they've got some nice.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Timberwolves. And that'll do it for half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. And it's Phillips in at the 3 slot. They get it back. Here's Misi. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Misi's got 11 points. Timberwolves leading by 11. And Greg, when you're dealing with this Timberwolves team fairly deep with size up front.
That can wear you down over the course of a game, and especially in a playoff series, a real strength of this team.
Now here's Bay following the miss by MP. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
Now here's Murray. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Bounce pass from Misi. Poole looking it over. 5 to shoot. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Phillips has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Off target from three-point range.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Rebound by Murray. Murray's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Poole. For the 3. Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut to just 11 on the basket from Murray.
And over the last few seasons, Murray has really found his shooting stroke from deep.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Now here's Randall. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Murray. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
MP inside. Murray on him. And Bay now top of the key. Here's Poole. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And what a quick cut by Poole. He attacked before anyone could get in his way.
MP kicks to Edwards. Back to MP. Cranes the three-pointer. Phillips has got 24 points.
He's been carrying the load on offense in this one, and he might as well keep looking for his shot the way he's been going.
Now here's Bay. No good from outside.
Well, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance. He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Poole with it. He's got 9. Fires for 3. A rebound by Phillips. MP's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Now here's Murray. He has 7. That one goes in. And that's now 9 points for DeJounte Murray.
And getting the shot he wanted, Murray loves it from in close.
Here's MP. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists tonight.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Murray with it. Defended by DiVincenzo. So we've seen the NBA, Tim, embrace analytics more and more over time. That's something you caught on to early in your career.
Well, there is no doubt, Kevin, that they're starting to go more to the analytics. The eye test is really important when you look at just what makes good basketball, but the numbers sometimes can tell you things you didn't even realize as a coaching staff.
As a broadcaster, what numbers do you look at normally right off the top? What things are telltales for you?
One thing that I really look at as opposed to individual plus-minus, give me that group of 5 plus-minus. That way I know which units are really getting it done together.
Oh, I love that. Count it. Good. Poole's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, Jordan Poole showing you some deceptive strength right there. He's added some muscle over the years. That was impressive.
And there's the bucket from MP.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And so James... Now, Poole. We've got Murray. Sadiq Bey is out there with Trey Murphy. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Messi in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now, here's Poole. Sinks the triple.
And now that's 1-3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those three-point opportunities.
Here's Reed outside for Randall. Outside Edwards. Phillips, the pass to McDaniels. Back to MP. The three-pointer, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Inside, Murray finds Misi. That's in there. Murray with the assist. And the Pelicans lead by 1. And Randall has got the ball here for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves passing it around. A three-pointer off the mark.
After making 2 threes in the first half, the defense has really tightened up on him here, and he's yet to hit one in the second.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Timberwolves. Over to the left wing. To the paint. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
That is a smart pass right there, and it's a big part of Poole's game that he has worked hard to improve.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. DiVincenzo's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves. Bay passes to Murray. Six to shoot. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Reed gets the bucket.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
That bucket in no time at all. And that's 13 points for Trey Murphy.
After a forgettable first half, he is turning it on now. You love to see this kind of resilience.
MP. No good on the layup. And it's Bay with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Here's Poole. Now Murray. Nifty move. Got a piece of it. Now Randall. Play it, no good.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Can't believe he missed that. Looked like a loss of focus.
Reed with the rebound.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Edwards getting the close range too.
Such a gutsy player. Edwards wants to be the guy taking big shots.
Outside Murray. with the crossover, creating space. What a move.
That is a huge shot by Murray when his team needed it most. He just loves these moments.
Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. No good.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
He just wants the ball more than anybody else on the floor, and it's ending up in his hands as a result.
Misi with the ball. Guarded by Reed. Stolen by Reed. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. From 13 feet, it's in.
And when Ant gets to his spot in the mid-range, there aren't a lot of options for defense.
Murray against DiVincenzo. Good! Lays it right in there.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Connects again from distance.
And folks, he just set the record for most three-pointers in a rookie season.
Ever since entering the league just a few months ago, he has been on a mission to win. He's out there to ball. We've all seen it. Wouldn't surprise me, though, if he's unaware of the record.
And MP is clearly among the best rookie shooters we've ever seen in the league. We've heard the comparisons to Ray Allen, Clay, and Steph. And after seeing what MP's done this season, you start to believe he will be in that conversation.
To take the lead. Rebounded. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And so James Borrego decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
And he jams it in.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Outside Edwards. Here is MP. For 3. The long shot, no good. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. It's the